you. I will update these slides too. I didn't realize I hadn't updated them. Is there any way to create time-based triggers? No, Brad, not really. Not with MySQL. The best way to do that would be to use the scheduler that's on your operating system. Both Windows and Unix and Linux operating systems have schedulers where you can run a job and then you can do them. But there's no way to actually within the MySQL database. I don't think so. There's a way of doing it. Other databases have the ability to do that. I typically though will just use the operating system to schedule it. I kind of prefer that. Cron jobs on Unix and Linux they're called cron jobs. Yes, that's correct. It's been around for decades and it works very well. So another example here they give you about logging change to the customer history using the old image. Really good examples here. I think if you went to a job and they were looking for some MySQL expertise and you kind of showed that you really knew triggers and even stored procedures, you'd really impress your interview. Right, so that just shows you how updating one table executes a trigger that updates another, and that's all pretty, again, well covered in the YouTubes. Right, that's just again showing how to do that. I think we have a lab that gets into that. Yeah, this just goes through all the steps on how to do it. And it just shows you that the customer table did in fact get updated. So these are some examples that you can all try. Command for getting rid of a trigger is drop trigger, just like everything else. So, any questions on triggers? I know there's some examples here. And you know, these are all the examples. You can try them. Go into MySQL, try them. Let me know if you have any problems. I think we've got a lab coming up soon. Now, this is a procedure. The order line table. So we've got that coming up. So correct. A trigger on one table can insert, delete, update rows in other tables. That is correct. That's what it does. Well, it's not what it does, but that's very common use of it. Yeah. Triggers are very commonly used to, first of all, validate that the statement that's to execute is valid, making sure there's not, an issue. Good example, the new signal method. Let me see. One of these examples might have it. I hope. These are the old ones. Yeah, these are the old ones. Wow. I thought I had updated all these. I will try and update these and replace my signal with the actual valid way to do it. So you've got two ways of doing MySQL. These should both be replaced, actually. Yeah, I'm surprised they're not. Let me see if I. Can the trigger cause a create table statement? Yes and no. It can't do it the normal way, but it can do something called dynamic SQL, and it can create a table doing it dynamically. We haven't really covered dynamic SQL yet, but that's where it would do it. I'm just going to go and see if I can find a good example. Okay, let me see. Interesting. Oh, this is interesting. You have it right here. But it looks like in this example it's doing both. It's calling the old MySQL, which is sucks, and it's using that one too. The only thing you might want to do with this signal example right here is add a message to it, although you don't have to. Some other examples, you could give it a message. You could certainly do something like that, and do that. So this is right here is how you do the new way, and this is the correct way. Oh, I added that statement in the video. I guess I left the old hack job in there too. At this point, I would say ignore the hack job. It's too good. It's not good. And you can actually put in whatever number here you want and set. So I've got that. I will update the website. This is the same example that's under notes right now. So I will definitely go and update my website. Yeah, I would remove them. Yeah, that my_SQL was really a hack job because MySQL did not have the latest changes in it. So that's what happened there, really. Let's see this file here. Examples. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of this stuff because you don't need those anymore. Thank God. That was a real pain when we didn't have that. I'm just going to update this real quick. Okay, so if you update the browser now, it'll have the oops, need to get rid of that still.